What's going on, everybody? So yeah, I'm back with another weird DJ complaint. I'm gonna try to make this video a little bit shorter. Apparently, Instagram only wants your videos to be a certain length. So my last video, I had some problems. But today, I was in one of my little Facebook groups or one of my little DJ groups, and a DJ posted a comment saying that he was DJing a wedding this weekend, and one of the patrons at the wedding came up to him and said, "Hey, you're really showing your age by using those headphones." And you know, that got me to thinking, and I hate when that happens. It's a weird thing that happens every now and then. I start thinking about stuff. In these groups, one of the things that I'm seeing is DJs talking down on DJs that use headphones. There are some DJs nowadays that don't use headphones, and that's fine. But they actually talk down on DJs that use headphones, which is weird to me because headphones have been synonymous with DJing since DJing came out. If you look at the pictures of these old school DJs and, you know, back in the day DJs, DJs always had fucking headphones. So now all of a sudden in fucking 2025, well, I don't even want to say 2025. Like, this has been an argument or that's been going on for a minute. Like, I've watched podcasts where they got some DJ on there who's whoever the fuck he is, who knows who he is. I guess there's some big time DJ or wherever the fuck he at. And he's like, talking down on DJs that use headphones. I've seen DJs say, well, if you're a professional, you should just know your music and you won't need the headphones. What if it ain't about need? What if it's about want? Like, what if, like, you just want to use the fucking headphones? Like, I don't get that. If you use headphones, you're not a professional. That's just a stupid thing to say. You know what I mean? Like, it's just stupid. Like, DJs use headphones, some DJs don't. The thing is, there are different types of DJs. Like, you got these nightclub DJs that show up to the club with a fucking thumb drive and they're playing a set. They might only play for an hour, maybe 45 minutes. That thumb drive might have 30 songs on it. And this is a set that they have rehearsed. So yeah, if you're rehearsing a set that you're going to be doing week in and week out, maybe making little tweaks to it here and there, you probably know these songs in and out. But if you're a DJ that, like, for example, a lot of stuff I do, I start at 9 o'clock and I play till 2. I don't got a 5-hour set. You know what I mean? I have sets that I jump into and out of, during that time. But no, I don't have a set that I have rehearsed for 5 fucking hours that I'm finna do right now. You know what I mean? So, and then not only that, on a Friday afternoon, there's a strong chance that I am literally loading up songs that I just downloaded today and taking those with me to my event. So, yeah, I'm probably going to use headphones. And to be honest with you, I don't use the headphones half the time. I start off with the headphones by, shit, if I start at 9, by quarter to 11 o'clock, I got a couple of drinks in me and I ain't even, the headphones, I'll put them down. But then if somebody requests a song from me that I've never played before, I might grab the headphones and just give it a little listen. And then another thing is, I got artists coming up to me. I deal with artists a lot. So they're like, hey man, play my song, all this kind of stuff. So yeah, I might mess around with the headphones. Sometimes I don't. I've gotten to gigs before and forgot the headphones. But the thing about it is, why would you talk down on somebody that uses headphones? I know DJs that don't use headphones. I know a guy that I fuck with from time to time that I think the only time I seen him with some headphones, he might have pulled out some headphones that looked like they go on a phone or something like that. And I think he was just trying to hear something, on the cord, and then he threw that shit down. But I ain't never thought much about it. So I don't get what the big deal is. And what I really don't care for too much is DJs talking down on other DJs. It's more than one way to skin a cat. If you don't use headphones, then don't fucking use headphones. But if the next DJ use headphones, who gives a shit? The clients don't. You think somebody in the club is looking up like, oh man, he using headphones. He's not a real DJ. 100% no one's fucking saying that. You know, so why would you be like, if he's using headphones, he's not a professional. He should know the music. Like, you should shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, that's a horrible thing to say. That's some silly ass shit. You know, why are you even saying that? Headphones have been a part of DJing since fucking forever. You know, that's like what? Next thing you're going to be like, well, if he's using turntables, he's not a real fucking DJ. Everybody's using MIDI controllers now. Like, what the fuck? Where are we going with this? The only thing you should be talking down on DJs about is pricing. You know, if it's a dude out there doing parties for $50 and a free beer, yeah, give him the business. You know, but if another DJ who's booking gigs, getting money, successful at his craft, chooses to use headphones, who gives a shit? Like, it's stupid as fuck. And it's always these DJs that I'm a big time DJ, you know. Like, why give a fuck about that? Say something that's worth something. Say something useful. How did you become a big time DJ? What's your secret to success? Share those things. Don't share your little bullshit personal opinions. If you use headphones, you're not a real DJ. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's all I got for today. I just wanted to share. The reason I keep doing these videos is because I don't have time to be typing. I don't have the patience for all that shit. So I just put it in the video. Boom, put it out there. You know, as usual, leave me some comments in the comment box. And yeah, you know, everybody just do your thing, man. Book your gigs. You know, this is supposed to be a social activity. You know, you DJ, you meet people, you have a good time. So let's just have a good time, y'all. All right, everybody have a good night. Happy Sunday.